Hello Captains, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. In today's video, I'm going to demonstrate, review, explore, evaluate, test, and see how the new Furiadon Combat Pet works. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that, the Furiadon, or Furiadon, however you want to say it. It is a new combat pet, and it's basically a dinosaur with antiproton lasers attached to its head. And you get this through the Breach event that's going on right now. Or you can purchase a pack in the Z store that gets you like 10 Voth operations, and then you only have to do 4 more, and you can get it really quickly that way. I have achieved all 14 of my Voth operative transmissions, and I admit I did buy the pack in the Z store. I got 10 of them, and then I did the remaining 4. The reason mainly for this was I really wanted that upgrade that you get. You get a special upgrade thing which allows you to instantly take any gear item up to Mark 15 Epic, no matter what it is. And I actually used that on this build. This is my Dominion faction character, my Jem'Hadar Vanguard character. And the reason I wanted to do that was I have a lot of gear on this character to upgrade since it's brand new. And I wanted to get the process rolling, and it's very expensive to upgrade items all the way to Mark 15 Epic. So by taking that shortcut and getting that instant upgrade from the Voth operative transmissions, I win in 2 ways. I get that upgrade, and I'm able to get this Furiadon combat pet as well much quicker, and I have both of them. And the gear item that I upgraded, just for your information, is the Gamma Synergistic Overcharge Warp Core, which is part of the Gamma Reputation. This is the Gamma Reputation Warp Core, and eventually I'm going to have the entire Gamma Quadrant set. So I might as well start, and I started there with the Warp Core by upgrading it to Mark 15 Epic instantly. But let's get back to the Furiadon. That's what we're here for today. This is the combat pet, Bio-Engineered Furiadon. It just simply says it's a combat pet, summons a level 66 Furiadon combat pet. As you can see, all 14 Voth operative transmissions are turned in, so let's collect reward. I'm going to get a choice package here of marks. There it is, Bio-Engineered Furiadon. I get 50,000 dilithium, 500 fleet marks. The only thing they do not have on here is what I really want, which is the Gamma Quadrant marks, the Gamma Reputation. Why they haven't added that yet to the available rewards here is dumb. Most people that are playing this need those Gamma marks. So not having that in here does hurt, because you get a lot of marks for this. There are a lot of reputations that I need to work on this anyway, but I think for right now I'm going to take fleet marks, because I'm probably going to have more upgrades I need, and there are fleet items that I can utilize that I need to get for this character. So I'm actually going to go with fleet marks for me. That's just me personally. Of course, your choice is whatever you want. 375 fleet marks. Okay. So, as you can see, I can do a bonus rewards event for this as well. You get 2,000 dilithium, 50 fleet marks, and 35 reputation marks, but you only need 1 Voth operative transmission. So now I can just play this every day, every 20 hours, and get this extra reward on top of it for extra marks and stuff. So that's cool too. But let's look at the Furiadon pet. So here it is. A Bio-Engineered Furiadon, level 66, equipped. You can change the protected status. That's what I want, is the more details. I want to read about this thing and see what it is first. Engineered by the Voth for combat, the Bio-Engineered Furiadon has a powerful bite and a piercing scream. As though they were not deadly enough, they have been equipped with antiproton beam weapons and had their intelligence increased to the point of being able to use them quite appropriately. An upgraded animal instinct controller circuit prevents any Furiadon ally from flying into a savage rage. Okay, so they control these things. They are controlled, but their intelligence has been raised, so it kind of brings an ethical question, you know, can you do that? But the Voth They seem to think so. They are, of course, an evolved dinosaur anyway, so I guess they would just see them like a dog or something, a lower end intelligence spectrum. Bio-Engineered Furiadon summons your Furiadon ally. By default, the Furiadon will guard you. Select an ally and then summon it to have the Furiadon guard your ally. The Furiadon pet is able to shoot antiproton beams. It's able to scream, that's interesting, and bite their opponents. I can't wait to hear it scream. The Furiadon remains with you until it is out of combat for a short while. Until defeated or after 5 minutes, whichever comes first. So it targets friend and self, 30.48 meter range, activate, takes a 5-minute recharge. So there we go. We're going to look for the antiproton beams that it uses, the scream, and the bite. Let's see. Do we need to equip it in devices or anything? Well, let's check, because we can check that. If we go to P here, if we have Furiadon in here, then we don't have to equip it. If we don't, then we do, and I'm thinking we do. Yes. No Furiadon icon that I can put in my hotbar, which means you do have to equip it into your device slot. So it's going to take up 1 device slot, so keep that in mind. I really wish they would give us a couple more device slots, because I do end up running out of these in the future. There are so many good things to put in there, and things I would like to have in there. But anyway, you definitely have to have this in the device slot to use it. And then the icon is down here, and you should find it in your list. Here it is at the top. I can move it, of course. Let's move it over here. Now, I want to activate it before we go into combat. We are going to test this thing in combat, but before we do that, let's activate it on ESD. I want to see it and just take a look at it visually. There it is. There it is, folks. That's the Furiadon. So it is armored. It's got a, I guess it's more like probably a power pack for the antiproton weapons. Power them. I'm guessing they shoot out of these little, maybe there and there. Okay, it quickly disappears, so you don't get a long time. If you're not in combat, it quickly disappears, so keep that in mind. Now I've got to wait 4 minutes before I can use the thing, so that part sucks. There's a bit of a cooldown time there every 4 to 5 minutes. I guess 5 minutes after you activate it. Yeah, that can take a while to use it. A Horda, for example. Let's test the wait time on the Horda, because I don't remember what it is. There's a Horda Combat Pet. If you don't know, there are Horda Combat Pets. They're also level 66, so the Hordas are the same level as the Furiadons. Let's put all my Hordas in there. Yeah, all the Hordas. We got the Elysium Horda and the Polytrinic Horda. They're both level 66, which is the same as the Furiadon, so that's interesting. They're the same level of damage. I have used these Hordas quite a lot in the past. Let's activate a Horda, and then, yeah, 5-minute cooldown. So it is the same cooldown for the Hordas as well. So whether you've got the Furiadon or the Hordas, basically the Furiadon operates just like the Hordas do. The mechanic is the same. Well, that's interesting to know. So what's going to happen then is I want to go into combat and show you the Furiadon in combat. Obviously, I'm going to have to wait for it to cool down now so I can activate it. And I think that the combat scenario that I'm going to do right now, Romulan Space Patrols. There was an endeavor yesterday that was like take out ground captains, and that would have been a good endeavor for testing the Furiadon, but I guess people aren't doing that now. The one I was going to do, and I guess I still can, unless there's not anybody playing it, then I won't. I was going to do Colony Invasion, because it's ground and it's real simple, but you get enough guys to fight on the ground, but nobody's queued up for it right now. Holy crap. In fact, nobody's queued up for like any of these ground missions. Look at this. There's like no wait time on anything because nobody's playing ground missions. Well, this is going to be a problem. For me to be able to test the Furiadon, I've got to queue for a ground event. And get in there so we can test it. I could just play a regular mission, I suppose, but I really want to do one of these things that can get me some marks or something. Well, one person is queued for the normal. Now, I guess what I'm going to do is I'll pause the video here, because I've got to let this cool down anyway. I'll pause the video here, and I'm going to let it sit there on the queue for a while in Colony Invasion and see if it pops. If it don't pop and I don't continue with that, then I may just come back and we'll just play a mission, like a regular mission thingy with some ground. Maybe a easy Klingon mission, you know, at the start. Something just where I can test the thing out. So we'll see what happens here, but I am going to, I might do both in fact, but I'm going to go ahead and queue for Colony Invasion and then leave it on that for a little while and see what happens. But if I come back and it hadn't popped yet, then we'll just do something different. So for you, this will only be a quick shortcut. Please stand by. Well, welcome back everybody after that little bit cut there. You will see that a lot of time has passed since the first part that I recorded. I actually waited quite a bit in Colony Invasion trying to get it to pop, and then I even waited more by exiting the game and coming back hours later and trying my luck again later in the day, and we've only gotten up to 3 people who have queued for Colony Invasion, the biggest I've seen so far today, so this still hasn't popped. Need 5 people to play it, of course, so will not be playing Colony Invasion for the Furiadon. Instead, let's uncheck that. And you will see I am on Nimbus. And that is because we are going to take the Furiadon and test it out on some of the groups in Nimbus. It's a mission, of course, that you play. This is Blind Men Tell All Tales mission. We're going to go approach the stronghold, and we're going to use our Furiadon to help us with those groups of Nausicaans and so forth. Just note that it levels you down in this mission. I am level 26 in this mission, so the actual damage numbers that you see pop up are a lot lower than you would normally have at level 65. So just keep that in mind, because you may be wanting to know how much damage the Furiadon does. Well, it's going to be a lot less on Nimbus because of that decrease in skill level. So we're going to just work our way through to the stronghold, and we'll start when we get up to the prison area, and we'll go into those rooms to save those people, and we will use our Furiadon. And remember, of course, once he expires, we have to wait 5 minutes before we can use him again. But that should allow me to clear out the prison area and then head on up to the stronghold, and once we get up to that area, use him on more groups up there. Alright, let's get into one of the prison cells. And I'm not going to fire my weapon. What I'm going to do is unleash the Furiadon and just let him fight. And we'll take a look at what he does. In fact, I'm going to put all my bridge officers on passive, so they don't fight either. Let's see, switches to passive mode. This way, my bridge officers will not fight. They will heal, but they will not fight. So let's go in here and let's launch the Furiadon. Go, Furiadon, go. Attack. Maybe I do have to fire so it does something. Whoa, there's the scream. Okay, so that did do damage. There's the anti-proton beam. Oh, they almost killed him. And he's dead. What's his health? 396. He doesn't have a huge health, so I got to keep that in mind. Okay, So he didn't do a ton there. I saw the scream and I saw the anti-proton beams. The only thing we're missing is the bite. It appears, though, he will not fight unless you fire on the enemy. So you do have to actually attack somebody so that he will attack that same person. That's how that works. So I will keep that in mind. Oh, you know what? We need to free the prisoner, don't we? We'll keep that in mind, and when he is reset here, we'll try him again. There's the bigger group up at the top of this hill. Once we free these prisoners here, then we can do the bigger group. So just hang tight while we wait 3 minutes for him to reset. See what puts him back on normal. There we go. Darn it, I didn't free the prisoners again, you know. I did that part, but I didn't free them. Sorry, guys. There you go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. That's the worst part about the Furiadon. You gotta wait for him to reset. 5 minutes. A lot can happen in 5 minutes. A lot can happen in 5 minutes. But it looked like he had a health of like 396, so that wasn't a whole lot. But again, we are level 26. I gotta remember that. You know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to go play a level 65 mission, because that's why I wanted to do Colony Invasion, because it's level 65 and all that. Because yeah, we're at a lower level, and we need to be a higher level. He'll probably have a higher health. So I guess Nimbus might not have been the best thing to show him off with, but that's what we're doing. So I guess that's how it's gonna be. So after we do this real quick here, one more time, I guess we'll go play a regular mission and just see him in action on a group in a regular level 65 mission and see what his health is there. Now, see, I don't want to. It's still got a minute and a half here. I don't want to go out there yet, because I don't want to take out all the Nausicaans. I want to let the Furiadon fight. That time limit is frustrating. So, I guess let's chat. Oh yeah, see here he's only a level 27. Oh crap. See here, he is only a level 27 Furiadon. Okay, so yeah, definitely we're not showing him at his best ability, so keep that in mind. Just use this example on Nimbus just to look to see what his powers do, not to see what kind of damage he does. Because we're definitely not looking at the right damage here. Where are all those groups coming from? Please stop fighting, guys. Okay, Furiadon is reset. Let's go up here and see what happens. Remember, I'm going to have to fire on the bad guys so that he will attack them. But I want to see what the bite looks like. We saw the scream, and we saw the other thing. There's the scream. That was a good example of the scream. There's the thing. Can I heal him? Yes, you can heal him. Good to know. Okay, you can definitely heal him. This is good information. Okay, Furiadon, go. He's way back there. Attack! Hey, killed that guy. Killed that guy. Got a critical on that guy too. Killed that guy. Killed that guy. Killing that guy. I killed that guy. I still haven't seen the bite. How do we make him bite someone? So, look at his health here. We can heal him. We can keep him alive. Okay, well, obviously, this is not showing the true damage that he can do. Let's abandon this. Let's beam up while it's resetting, and we'll go to a different mission. Again, I wish I could do colony invasion or something on the ground, but one person now is queued for colony. That ain't happening. Okay, so let's go. Tell you what, let's just do the Kuvuk Maw because there's groups of people there that we can fight.
A representative from the Klingon Empire.
That'll be something simple to show. We do need to do a little bit of space battle before we get to the ground, though, so just stand by as we... I need to let the Furiadon reset anyway, so... just stand by while I take care of these bad guys. I gotta check my trades because sometimes they reset on me. Okay, now we can beam down.
This is Lieutenant... I only just...
Alright, let's get this on. Let's see. Oh man, we still got 3 minutes. Dang it.
I'm ready to... We don't... I'm ready to... You're here, just... We can't... I'm...
3 minutes. That kills me how much time that takes to reset. So now we are back up to a level 66 Furiadon. Level 65 mission. We just have to wait for him to reset, and I have nothing to speed that along. There is a device that can reduce the cooldown times. I don't have it on this character, though. La 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 la, you guys will just have to wait with me. Let's look at the pretty scenery. That rhymed. Yay! They really need to update these older missions and stuff. Man, the graphics are not aging well in this game. Gotta remember, this game came out in 2009 or 10, so 9, I think, somewhere around there. Well, it was in beta. I was in the beta, so yeah, I guess it's been about 2009 for the beta. But yeah, and it's 2018. This thing needs a graphics overhaul. Come on, thingy. La 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 la. I'm a jumping Jem'Hadar and I like it that way. I jump in circles and I say hey hey. When I come around I'll shoot you in the head. Then you'll play dead and you will be dead. That was terrible. That was the worst rhyme in the history of rhymes. Mr. Jem'Hadar, taking in the car? Mr. Jem'Hadar, riding in the car. He can see very far. Look, there's Lavar. They wave and say hi. He says, how you doing? I'm fine. They go about their way, and that is the day. That was also terrible. 45 seconds, come on. We're not going to be able to do this much more because this wait time on the cooldown, I'm not cutting this video. So just forget it. I am not cutting this video. You're going to wait with me and you're going to feel the burn. You are feeling the burn with me because you're going to feel my annoyance. That tree texture is terrible. It's just blurry blobbiness. Okay, come on. These guys are like almost dead. This group's not even good to test on because they're all almost dead. Let's go find another group that's not like nearly dead. These Klingons are not dead. We'll shoot them, said Fred. Go get him, my pet. Oh, good. Pet against pet. There's maybe the... Whoa, he killed him. There's the scream. That did a thing. There's the damage he's doing. Now you can see the damage. Hey, got them all. Don't fade away on me. Don't fade away on me. It's going to fade away on me by the time I get here. It's gone. Darn thing.
Flanking damage detected.
Well, darn it. That was that. I still don't know if I actually saw it bite anyone. I want it to bite someone. How do I make you bite people? Ugh. There's some Klingons over there. I'm gonna wait again. I'm just gonna give it one more shot because, hey, that's why we're here, right? We want to see this thing work. Alright, I'm gonna leave it here for 3 minutes and let him cool down. On this one, I will cut it for your sanity. And we'll come back when the Furiadon has reset. Okay, everybody, the Furiadon has reset. So let's do this once again, and I realized I forgot to show the health on the Furiadon. So let's launch him, and then we'll look at the health and let him go at it. Launch.
Enemy target.
904. That's his health. Dang it, everybody's dead. Go bite somebody. He stays far away, I've noticed. He doesn't, like, get close. He is shooting dual beams. He's just so far away. Why is he standing so far away? He's not doing a lot of damage from a distance. But I don't know why he's like barely doing any damage. But I wonder why he's so far away. Like, how do I get him closer to the enemy? He's not following me. Can I push this guy? Why isn't this guy? This guy will not die. Has this guy like gone invincible or something? Jeez. There he is. He's shooting, but he's really not doing any damage. That's weird. Weird, I'm not doing any damage. What? I'm not doing any damage. What? What is going on? Well, I don't know. I must have some kind of weird bug going on right now. It's like nothing was doing damage. Even I wasn't doing damage. I've never seen that bug before. That was really odd. Okay, well, anyway, a couple of things I've learned about the Furiadon. He likes to keep his distance, which doesn't make sense if he's going to bite someone. And I don't know that we've seen him bite anyone. I'm going to have to keep playing with him to see if I can pull that out of him and get him to bite somebody. I'll have to just see if I can do that somehow. Otherwise, he's not really being bitey. He's just shooting his weapon and his scream, at least as far as I've noticed. He has a 904 health, so that's pretty good, and you can heal him. But some things I don't like about him, he disappears too fast after combat. It does not allow you to get to the next group in time. He just vanishes by the time you get to the next group to take out, because he vanishes too quickly. So I think that they need to allow him to linger a little longer. The 5 minutes also really kills me. That 5-minute cooldown is like crazy, crazy, crazy long. I'm gonna see. Let's see where colony invasion. Nope, only 2 people. Okay, so I'm not gonna get a colony invasion run. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually wait and maybe record more onto this video and cut in with something more. I'm going to try like later tonight, maybe when there's more people playing the game, see if I can try to get into a colony invasion. The reason why I want colony invasion is it's got some pretty tough characters to take down, and it will be a good test of our Furiadon, and the groups are closer together, so by the time we kill one group and the next one spawns or we get to the next group, hopefully the Furiadon will not have vanished yet, and he can still participate in taking out more than one group. So that's why I want to really test him out in colony invasion. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the video here, come back later tonight, and see if I can record another session with colony invasion and test him out some more and just try to get a better feel for him then. So that's what I'm going to do, but it'll just be a quick shortcut for you, so just stand by. Welcome back, everybody. After that cut, it's been many hours since I recorded the last part again. I was finally able to get into a colony invasion. It took a long time, and in fact I had to ask in zone chat if people would join the colony invasion because nobody was playing it, I guess. And it's a shame. There's not a lot of people that are playing ground missions, it seems, and I love ground missions. But anyway, I ended up recording an entire session of that run and trying out the Furiadon, and it was terrible, absolutely terrible. First of all, the team I was in really rushed through it and skipped all the optionals, and everybody was really blowing through it fast just to get to the end, and they forgot the Megatu. Everyone seems to always forget the Megatu these days on Colony Invasion, and I only got to use the Furiadon once, and the one time I did end up using it, somebody had those ice cube powers and froze my Furiadon, and it could not move and attack anybody. So it turned out to be just a total bust. And here it is, almost 2 a.m. in the morning, and I cannot get another colony invasion going yet again, and it's just not worth it. So what I'm going to do instead is I am going to just do another mission. We're going to do just another one shot to show the Furiadon in action so we can try to see what it can do. This time I'm going to do something different in the mission. I'm going to select or target the enemy before I launch the Furiadon. I'm going to select the enemy, then I'm going to launch the Furiadon. Maybe it will be more concentrated on that person that I select that way. I'm going to try that and see if that has a little difference to it. What I'm going to do, I decided I'm going to do core of the matter.
We've detected significant
Reason why is it has Nikul in it. Nikul are very tough enemies, so this will be a good test of the damage capability of the Furiadon. So core of the matter, let's go straight to it and just sit back and relax until we get to the ground portion of this mission. I'm going to play it through until we get to the combat. I'm going to play it through really fast. We're just basically going to jump in and do everything as quickly as possible to get to the combat part of it. So this will not take very long. Just a few minutes. Just a few minutes and we'll be at the combat part. So just hang tight. This really will not take too long. Like I said, we're just going to fly. We're going to get there and do this real quickly. We're not going to play the whole mission. We're just going to get to the point where there's combat and I can show you the Furiadon.
Tall Shiar. IRW data Doomsday.
And see, here's the Nikul we'll be fighting, so that's going to put a good test. And of course we got Romulans, old school Romulans as well. Should put up a good fight. We're going to go to Chulak's office. After that, then we go to the conference, and then we'll be in combat. So this will take just a second.
Sub-Commander.
It's really amazing how fast these missions can be played when you don't read the dialogue and you just push F, 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 F. When you F your way through the mission, it really goes fast. Get in here and just F everything.
Of course. However,
get in here and F her. Get in here and F the arrow. Then we hit escape or space bar, and now we're in combat.
Let's begin, shall we?
I'm going to save the Furiadon, though, for when we get to the Nikul. Alright, like I said, I'm going to save it for the Nikul outside. Okay. Oh, let's take this guy out. There we go. He's out. All right. Now let's see. We've got an Ulhan over there, but we want the Nakul for over here. These guys may interfere a little bit. Let's take him out first. Also, let's take him out. I guess he's just going to stay there. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the Nakul like this, and then I'm going to launch the Furiadon. Ah, okay, well, so he's still firing on him. Good. I want to see him bite. I want to see him bite the guy, you know? He screamed, he screamed. Yeah. Why won't he bite? Bite him. Well, I don't know. He doesn't seem to want to bite much. He screams and he fires lasers, but I've never seen him bite. And then he's gone. See, I think he disappears too fast. Boom, he's gone. Alright, well, that's I mean, that's about it. Now we've got a long cooldown again. I could try to do him one more time right here at the end, because there's a group that will spawn as you're dealing with the thingy over here. I can try to let him do that, but we got about a 3-minute wait before I can do that. So let's play in the fountain. Yay! It's shower time. My Jem'Hadar was dirty. He needed a bath. Let's go dip our head under the falling water. Yay. I mean, what else do you do for 5 minutes, right? Let's go collect all our loot, because I can always use that. Yay! I won a lockbox. Let's go back, make sure I got everything in here. Oh, look, lockboxes, yay! There's some persistent debris here. That's cool. Two minutes. I know, waiting is agony, and you're gonna agonize with me. I'm forcing you to do it. All in the name of science. Yay, let's splash around. Everybody jump in. It's party time. Yay. What else can we do around here? There is nothing to do. I can stand in a flower pot. Make sure I got everything in here. There's nothing in here. One minute. Oh, this is a long 3 minutes, isn't it? Agony, agony. We are all in agony. Force open door. That's weird. I opened the door and, like, the couch lit up. Hello. What is that coming in from the side? The water, I think, from the fountain is leaking through the wall. Now, that's a problem. They might want to check their wall integrity field. Seems to be failing. it's always a problem when the water goes right through the wall. That's not very good structural design, is it? You'd think they'd do better in the 23rd century. Okay. We're about to start this thing, and again, I'm going to let my bridge officers go fight everyone, and I'm going to set my Furiadon off. He's almost reset, and there he goes. Okay. Let's get it on. I gotta wait till they spawn, otherwise my thingy will disappear so fast. Okay, go fight him. Oh, he did that. I'm gonna try to keep him healed. Oh, I gotta keep it going. Oops. He's gonna disappear, isn't he? Ah, snap. No, faster. Ah, snippity doodle crap. Well, I failed that. I should have kept it going so they would keep respawning. Well, okay. Let's summarize our Furiadon findings. So here is how I find things. The Furiadon. The number one annoyance with the Furiadon, to me, is, well, okay, two things that annoy me. One, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It disintegrates, it vanishes, it goes away way too fast. It doesn't allow you enough time to spawn in the next group of enemies. It's pretty much only good for one group of enemies. By the time you move to the next, it spawns out. So it's gone, it's done its thing. Not very good, because it only allows you to use it briefly. And then you have to wait a long darn 5 minutes. And by that time, you might be done with the level, you might be done with the mission, you might be done on to the next part. So it really only benefits you very, very briefly. And I wish it could benefit you more, because it is actually pretty powerful when it's working. The Antiproton beams work. They do damage. It works. The Scream, kind of an AoE type of thing, that works. It does damage. I like that. I never saw it bite, but maybe we just don't see it. Maybe it does like a bite damage. We just don't see it graphically. We don't see it physically do that. Maybe. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'd have to go back and read the logs, and I'm not doing that. So, you guys will have to tell me in your experience what you see it do when you use it. But now at least you know what it looks like, how it operates, and the powers that it uses, and the situations that you can use it in. You now have a better idea of what situations you can activate it. And remember, if you hit an ally, like this guy here, and then hit it, it will protect that ally. It will follow that ally, supposedly. I didn't try it, but that's what it's supposed to do. I like it in attack mode, though, where it goes and attacks my enemy for me. I like that, or helps me attack my enemy. So, that's what you do. Again, though, note you do have to attack your enemy for it to attack. If you don't attack, and you just stand there, it will just stand there as well, and quickly disappear. So you physically have to attack the enemy you want it to attack, and then it will attack that enemy. And that's what I know about the Furiadon in my experience right here. This is the first time I've ever used it, of course, but now you've seen it in action, and I'm going to try to edit this video together in a way that it's not so long and it just gets to the quick beats. But I might leave a little bit of the gameplay in there just because why not? I want you guys to feel that 5-minute cooldown that it has, because that really, really is annoying and it hurts. It hurts. That cooldown hurts. But anyway, there you go. That's the Furiadon. Let me know if you get it, your experiences with it, if you like it or dislike it, if it helps you or it doesn't help you. Is it advantageous to use? Just for comparison's sake, let's see how quickly a Horda disappears. Here's an acid Horda. So let's... I'm just counting down the seconds right now. Basically, it's been 10 seconds and it's still on screen. 15 seconds and it's still up. 20 seconds. So it takes 20 seconds for the Horda to cool down. Well, since we've only got a few seconds left here, let's do the Furiadon again and see how many seconds it takes for it to disappear. So the Horda is 20 seconds. 20 seconds with nothing happening for it to vanish. Let's see what happens with the Furiadon here in a little bit. I have a feeling it goes quicker. Okay, you ready? And time to spawn it. Here we go. Actually, it might have been like 30 seconds because it doesn't start doing like a countdown. I'm not sure how many seconds this actually is, but that seemed about maybe 15 to 20 seconds. Somebody can count that. In fact, I think I'll go back and watch the video myself and do a countdown. I should have counted that one. But the Horda was definitely, I think, 20. But I'm going to go back and watch the video myself because I don't want to wait for the timers again. And I'm going to count it myself. And you can count it yourself at home and see how many seconds each one lasted. But that tells you, I think the Horda lasted longer. But I'm going to go back and count it to make sure. Anyway, I've done it. I've explained it enough. You see what it's all about. You see how it works. So now you can decide if that's something you want to get for your character or not. So I look forward to your feedback in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And I'm back. Bet you didn't expect that. I just can't quit. Well, I just wanted to emphasize and tell you guys that I did go back and I did count again the seconds of the Horda disappearing and the Furiadon disappearing. They are both 20 seconds. So I was wrong about a difference in them. The Horda is 20 seconds that it vanishes, and the Furiadon is also 20 seconds that it vanishes. So 20 seconds for both. So there is no difference between the time that they vanish. I guess it just overall 20 seconds to me ends up being too short of a time. As you saw in my playthrough here today, when I finished one group and wanted to get to the next that was spawning, it wasn't enough time. And it disappeared before I could do that. So 20 seconds, it just isn't long enough. So maybe that should be increased to 30 or like 45 or something. That might be a little more useful. But it is 20 seconds. Both are 20 seconds. So just wanted to clarify that because I did do a recount on that. So there you go. That clears up that bit of information, and now we know. So there you go. I was wrong. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.